Hi, welcome to Wood Stuff Workshop. We've just got a few little jobs to do in here. So yesterday we were out doing our food shopping as usual, and I came across this. I did see these on the internet on the Star Buys when they come up for Aldi, and I thought, oh, that'd be nice to have. A load of screwdrivers, and also a new compressor. So managed to get these yesterday. I was going around the shop and they had actually sold out of compressors, so I bought one of these because I liked the idea of having a screwdriver for everything. And then the wife said, oh, let's go and have a look round some other Aldi stores to see if they got a compressor in. So we went to our Lincoln store and they had a couple in, because the only compressors that I have at the minute, there's a little tiny one there, and then, sorry, don't want to make you seasick, let's move you steadily, that Clark one in there. And they've both got smaller tanks than the new one. So all I'm doing here, I've just got to tighten these wheels up, because you get, obviously, they come and the wheels are off and the rubber foot at the front. So I've just got them to tighten up, and then we need to put the compressor oil in that come with it.
Work colleagues, they're friends as well, which makes it even more difficult.
When you buy a new compressor like this, it comes with some compressor oil that you need to put in first. It has plenty of warnings on it to tell you it's got this before first use. You got to fill with oil, because obviously, and it's even got a warning sticker over the top of the switch, so you can't switch it on. Because obviously, if you switch it on before you put the compressor oil in, that could be catastrophic. Could cause a lot of damage. So yeah, the reason I bought this is, one, only because of the other ones getting old. It's because the tanks, it's got a bigger tank here, a 24 litre, is it? I think it is. Yep, 24 litre tank. And I'm hoping it's gonna, I've got a few air tools that I've never really used. Got one like a cutting tool, and then I've got another multi-tool, and I think they'll work a bit better with having this compressor with a bit bigger tank. Obviously, having one with even bigger tank would be even more useful, because you'd be able to do paint spraying and all sorts with it. I usually mainly use them for nail guns and staple guns. As I'm putting the oil in here, there is a viewing window down here, so you can see the level of the oil. I think my Clark one's got a dipstick for the oil, but this has a viewing window. And then in the bag that you get with this comes the plug for sticking in the top there. So there's the viewing window, so you can see the oil level there just near the top. So now we can take this warning tape off. While I remember, I'd better do up these wheels and this foot. For these wheels I need a screwdriver. Luckily now I've got plenty of screwdrivers to pick between. Just got to find a home for this to sit. Space in the workshop. By the way, this ferrex mate for Aldi, this compressor is actually a Shapash one. That's the manufacturer of it, and then labelled up as ferrex. I'll just mention, if you're new to compressors, if you haven't had them before, one of the things is supposed to drain the water off in here. You get condensation inside of your air tank. All you do, you can put a little flat tray under there if you want to catch the water, but let loads of the air out with your air tool or an air blower up the top, so there's just a little bit, so there's only a little bit of pressure left inside the tank, and then just undo the screw a little bit, and then you'll hear the air start coming out, or water will start coming out, and just let the water drain away. My two compressors, I've got one that uses a smaller adapter. The Clark one's got this smaller one there, and then the other little tiny one has got another size there that's a bit different, a different adapter. This one that's a bit bigger is the one that usually comes on things like parkside equipment and all sorts like that. So let's see, is it that size? Yeah, that's the size it is. So I don't know whether to change one of these, so I've got this size and this size, so I've got both the sizes, or just get a more air hose of that this size. You don't get any hoses or anything with this, so all you get is the compressor and some oil to put in there. Got to remember, this isn't a review that I'm doing, so I'll just switch it on, check that it works, that it starts up, and then we can put it in place of the other. We'll get all that out and swap it over. Switch is off at 8 bar, so that's right, they've got it set on there, and then obviously you can change how much pressure you want on these from this regulator there. I'll get rid of a load of the air out of the tank. Like that. Then I undo this screw underneath. Don't undo it right now, else it'll shoot off. There's a little bit of wet coming out of there, look. But yeah, at the end of using your compressor, that's what you should do. Put my lock on round through the back, because it's got a nice metal handle round the back here, so I can put this lock through and lock it to my circular saw again. I only do this to slow down anybody if they ever come in here trying to thieve stuff, but I've got a lot, like I say, I've got a lot of security now everywhere, so I just do things like this to slow anybody down if they ever did. I mentioned in my last vlog that I was going to sort out all the lights and change them to LEDs, so these are all LEDs now, all them and that one. So yeah, it's lovely and bright in here now. I did have a bit of a problem putting that one up. I leant up the tubes up against this vise, and then accidentally kicked one as I was going by, and it just dropped to the floor and smashed it to bits. So that was a bit of a pain. It meant I had to go out and buy another tube. But yeah, they're all in and nice and bright. Right, I better put this back, keep everything so I know where it is. But now I've got to figure out where I'm going to put this. So I've got to try and find some room somewhere for this to go. Not sure where I'm going to put it. Workshop's a bit of a mess. Still stuff chucked all over. Again. Still haven't done this yet. Still got to fit that. Sort out fitting that. I've had a lot on just lately. I've had problems with the car and I'm trying to sort that out and all sorts. Don't know if you're like me, but I get easily distracted. So I was looking for a space for my screwdrivers, and then noticed my axe, and then remembered that I wanted to chop up a bit of my wood, the logs, into half to help them dry a bit better, you know, a bit quicker. So yeah, I often get on doing one job and then end up getting distracted and going off doing something else. So I haven't used this axe before. I found it at a car boot sale, and it's blunt there, a bit of woodworm in the handle there, but not too bad, I don't think. So I just thought I'd give it a bit of an edge on the front there, and we'll see if it'll chop through some logs. I might just quickly get a stone on there. I've just spotted on there that bit of writing there, look, it is a Spear and Jackson one, Sheffield. So it's a decent make. It's a shame that somebody decent isn't going to be using it. Not an expert on chopping logs, not an expert in anything. Right, let's get some logs and see how it cuts. Yeah, that seems easy enough. Yeah, like I say, I'm not an expert, as you can see, at chopping wood or at anything else, but I can only get better. I've had to stick my screwdrivers just on here for now because I'm struggling to find room in the workshop. But anyway, my Sunday dinner's awaiting, so I'm going to disappear. Catch me next time, because I could either be doing a project, a review, a restoration, who knows. So thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Take care.